Hi, wherever you're joining me, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to India Tech Report, a podcast dedicated to chronicling and supporting the growth of India's deep tech and climate tech ecosystems. I'm Hariarakli, and this is a news brief. So let's get started. The Indian Venture and Alternate Capital Association hosted its Domestic Institutional Investors and Exits Forum 2025 in New Delhi, spotlighting the role of local capital in deep tech and biotech. An MOU between IVCA and BIRAC aims to boost capacity building and investment awareness, as BIRAC's managing director, Dr. Jitendra Kumar, urged institutional investors to back research-led startups moving from incubation to commercial scale. Rama Devi Lanka has joined NITI Aayog's Frontier Tech Hub to drive state-level engagement on AI, blockchain, drones, and other emerging technologies. The former Telangana State Emerging Tech Director will work with state governments to scale pilots, shape policy frameworks, and strengthen innovation ecosystems, aiming to align frontier tech deployments with inclusive governance and public impact use cases nationwide. Biomoneta, a Bengaluru startup, has secured US FDA approval for Avata Rx, its Z-Box-powered air decontamination device, becoming the first Indian company cleared in this category. The system targets airborne pathogens in high-risk clinical and biotech environments, backed by independent validations, including an Indian Institute of Science study on SARS-CoV-2. The milestone strengthens its global market entry and validates investor Beyond Next Ventures' deep science thesis. Moonrider, an electric tractor startup in Bengaluru, has raised $6 million in a Series A round led by deep tech fund Pi Ventures, with Singularity AMC, Advantage Founders, and Mycelio Fund participating. The capital will fund commercial rollout of its fully homologated road-ready electric tractors, which the company says match diesel tractors on upfront price while sharply lowering operating costs to improve farm economics. SynaXG, a deep tech startup in Singapore, has raised more than $20 million in its first funding round, led by January Capital, Vertex Ventures, and Qualgrow. The company builds AI-powered radio access network technology for wireless infrastructure. The capital will be used to scale product development and engineering and deepen partnerships with telecom operators and enterprise customers deploying next-generation network solutions. Niobium in the US has raised more than $23 million in an oversubscribed follow-on round to accelerate its second-generation fully homomorphic encryption hardware platform. The funding will support the shift from prototype to production-ready ASICs, hardware-software co-design, and customer pilots. Existing backers, Fusion Fund and Morgan Creek, join new investors including Blockchange Ventures, Ventures, Korea Development Bank, and JobsOhio Ventures. To end this brief, researchers at Seoul National University have built a modular water purification system that simultaneously produces clean water and hydrogen using ion concentration polarization across a single cation exchange membrane. The finger-sized device removes salts and contaminants while generating hydrogen, recovering about 8 to 10% of input energy. Its compact, scalable design targets use in disaster zones, remote sites, military deployments, and even space missions. That's it for today. You can find links to all the headlines in the show notes, wherever you get your podcasts. To support my work, please subscribe to my posts at indiatechreport.in. I'm Hariarakli. Thank you for listening.